For 1,700 bucks, I just bought a 1999 Ford Ranger on Marketplace. If I'm being honest, I think I overpaid for it. I bought this truck to torture test it in competition with my Toyota Corolla series. And for 1,700 bucks, you would think, Michael, that's a phenomenal deal. What I saw was a 99 Ranger in decent condition for the year with a 2.5 4-cylinder and a 5-speed. And I was like, hey, that truck is a good truck. Let me go check it out. Let's get a quick walk around so you can see what you get for 1,700 bucks on Marketplace. Look at this. The closer you get, the uglier it gets. So it is a 99, so this is normal. Missing clear coat, missing clear coat. We got the Mustang rim so we can go faster. If you look at the wheels, 3 of the wheels are Michelin's, and you think, wow, we got awesome tires here. Absolutely all of them are cracked inside these lines. I don't know if you can see it good, but they're all cracked. It is the XLT, which I'm assuming is a luxury version. Aftermarket headlights, nice and tinted so we can look cooler for the ladies. A pretty clean for the year chrome bumper. It's actually very nice. And it's metal, not plastic. Ford frickin' Ranger. The frame itself, well, it's not bad. Like I've seen much, much worse, you know what I'm saying? Interior time. Carpet, that's right. No, these don't come factory with living room carpet. I thought there's gonna be holes in the bottom, but there isn't. The frame itself is actually pretty clean for what you're getting, of course. I'm assuming he did that to run his disgusting subwoofer. This is not a door, but we got 2 seats. That's just my stuff. The back here, same crap, just carpet. I think those things on the side are seats. Yep, I think they are, but they're disgusting. I'm not gonna open them, so I'm gonna put them back. Here's a stick shifter, 1 through 5, and reverse. Mind you, I am a 6'3" animal here, okay? So this is how I look inside. Not bad. I thought when I got this truck I was gonna be like all the way up here, but realistically I'm just chilling here. We got the clutch. I did have higher expectations of it, but then I remember it was only 1,700. You kind of get what you pay for. But I mean, in terms of running, it runs. It sounds cammed, it's not cammed. Look at that luxury. Listen for yourself when I rev it. So as you heard from that, it's not useless. I drove it home, sounds fine. It feels fine other than the manifold leak that it has. I'm sure you guys heard it. It is leaking pretty badly. That might be the reason why it's so sluggish, but it is a 2.5. I was expecting it to be slow, just not as slow as it is. What do you guys think? Did I get a good deal or did I get scammed and laughed at? I'm gonna assume for sure it needs new spark plugs, also to fix that manifold leak. The belt itself looks pretty phenomenal. I think he changed that belt recently because it looks brand new. He said he changed a bunch of junk. I don't believe him, besides that belt, but it for sure needs spark plugs. We gotta see what else. And every time I get off the truck and I come around this way, there's a gasoline smell. Almost like how those trail rigs smell. You know how they always stink like gasoline? That's how this smells. The good thing about these trucks I did a lot of research on is that they're cheap and easy to fix. Let's hope that's true because I'm a beginner with this mechanic stuff. So the fun part has arrived. How does the truck drive? Can it hit a proper fat Bernie for science without stalling? Alrighty, the Bernie was in fact highly successful. So the truck itself, although it sounds disgusting, it runs fine. It's slow. It is to be expected. Here's the truth. I'll be 100% honest here. This truck is a beater, flat out. The guy that had it before me, he had it semi-good looking because you saw the Mustang rims and the headlights aftermarket, taillights aftermarket. It's good looking for what it is. But I assure you, that guy just wanted it to look good, not run good. Because the aftermarket prices for these parts are dirt cheap. If you're gonna spend 500 bucks on an amp and a subwoofer, bro, you should just fix that manifold leak instead. It would sound nicer. Another complaint that I do have about this truck, the shifter right here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, is very loose. Like right now it's in gear and it moves around side to side. And sometimes like right now, when I'm fully stopped, it's very hard to put it into gear. Like last time the light turned green on me and I had to sit there for like 30 seconds straight trying to get the shifter into first gear. Good thing nobody was behind me, I would have got absolutely roasted. But I mean, it gets me home. But to make things fair, I have to give this truck the fixes that it needs. I'm not gonna buy expensive parts. I'm not gonna make it run mint condition either. I'm going to change the spark plugs, change the coil packs, and I believe with those 3 or 4 repairs, with cheap parts by the way, the truck will be ready in a couple of days to start torture testing. But now that I'm under the truck, I can see that the whole bottom of it is wet. I'm talking with oil. Look, even down here. That's not good. Nevertheless, that thing is stupid tight.
It's tucked up in there a little bit. I think that's the crankcase.
Wow, that is mud. 18 foot-pounds, here we go. That's it, it clicked. He tightened it to like 40 foot-pounds. That junk was done super tight. Alrighty guys, now it's time for the filter. The good news is the access to it is very open and you can grab it with the whole hand because it's sideways. Lefty loosey, there we go. That was easy weight. Brand new filter, nice and matte black. 5W20, no way it's 5W20. These idiots sold me 5W20. I didn't even look at it, I just believed them. Apparently it does take it due to updated Ford specifications. I'm gonna put it in just because the store is closed now and I'm blocking the driveway. So what do you guys think? Will it work? Nice and lubed gasket. Righty tighty. By the way, when I leave it parked and I check under it, there's no stain. I don't know why it's so wet. Nice and snug, not super tight. Finally done under the truck. 5W20, it doesn't convince me, but Ford said it's okay, so we're gonna put it in. 4.5 quarts down the hatch. What in the world? All right, let's make a mess. Look at that, nice and golden. That's about 4.2 quarts down. I gotta check it first just to make sure I don't pass it. Okay, I think we're good. We're right in the center of minimum and max, but the oil still looks kind of black. But hey, I changed it. Okay, so now it's time to clean because I made a mess like always. Bad news, I changed the oil and now when I put it in gear, or when I want to put it in gear that it doesn't let me, the truck stalls and the truck isn't even in gear yet. I'm going to assume the clutch is failing to fully disengage. Because when I want to put it in second gear and it hasn't even gone in yet, the truck starts to move slightly. That's bad. But first things first, spark plugs. 8 spark plugs for a 4-cylinder. That's ridiculous. Step 1, I have to remove this whole piece right here. That sounds fun.
Using a standard screwdriver, loosen the 2 gear.
Then I gotta loosen this junk up. Oh, how I love moving a bunch of stuff just to get to the easiest parts to change. Spark plugs.
The spark plug wires on the drive.
Bro, this is so absurd. I'm 30 minutes in. You can't be serious. You know what, screw this. The big boys are here to play. I smashed my finger, but I got it out. And those two are gonna be pathetically difficult. I'm talking like stupidity difficult. Like, I'll probably take just as long moving these 2 plugs that I will moving all 6 of these, perhaps even more. It doesn't look terrible. It should be 0.42 to 0.46. I am at 0.044. Okay, I think the first one is on, not crooked. If it is crooked, I'm screwed because I think it's straight and I must torque it down. You gotta love extensions, man. All spark plugs are done and torqued down. Now, spark plug wires. I forgot how they go, so I gotta watch a video. Bad news, guys. I already put in the first plug, the first wire, and I forgot to check the lengths. I didn't know they come with different lengths. So now I gotta take it back off. And of course, it is the furthest and hardest wire to remove. So let me take that out. Would you look at this? It took me about 15 minutes to take it back out. And it was the correct wire. I took it off for no reason. There is a crack on the coil pack. I had to replace that coil pack, which is more money. I love spending. Okay guys, replacing this part looks ridiculously simple, so I'm just go ahead and do that. I'm using the 932s. Brand new. Out with this junk and with the new junk. I believe you should not be able to see what's inside. Hopefully this fixes like 99.9% of my problems here. That's all you need. You don't need that much power here. I don't know why that guy tightened it to like 20 foot-pounds. It is time to switch it on. Everything is back. New coil packs, new spark plugs, new spark plug wires. Okay guys, the truck runs, but terribly. So I don't know what to do. Don't you just hate when your barber doesn't listen to you? Super annoying. Nevertheless guys, I have reached the point of I'm done with it. What bothers me the most is the shifting. Like if I go right now into any gear, it's like nothing. But when it's on, it does not go into gear and it's super annoying. I gotta stay there for like 30 seconds trying to get it into gear. I have decided that it's best for me to take it to a mechanic, get it done fast. And you might as well swap out the clutch since you're gonna take off the transmission anyway. So it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Torture testing will begin soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this. I'll see you guys in the next video. I am out.